What's up? So I'm at work. Um, I'm doing a closing shift today, so I'm here till 12 a.m. Yay me! Overall, today I feel good. Um, I was upstairs doing research just because I got a little curious. I work in a weed dispensary, so I was doing research on how weed and PTSD, like how they would work together if they would be beneficial because that was something I was diagnosed with PTSD. So, but turns out that that might not be the best option for someone who was diagnosed with PTSD. So that felt a little disappointing to find out because smoking weed was one of my favorite things to do. It's just a way to kind of help me get through whatever I was going through in the past, but also I don't have to deal with that stuff anymore, so maybe I just outgrew it. And but yeah. Ain't no such thing, ain't no such thing. Oh, he's singing. I love that. Imagine I changed a song on his ass. Cause we could both control the music. I can control it from my phone and he's using the iPad from upstairs for work. Anyways, so I was looking on my phone to look up the whole weed thing. But yeah, so smoking weed and some mental health conditions that are don't really go together. But that is okay. Um it says a lot of things going on here. Okay, so short-term relief versus long-term management. It says some users report immediate temporary relief from symptoms like anxiety, intrusive thoughts, and nightmares. However, this relief is generally not sustained over time, and stopping use can lead to withdrawal symptoms that increase distress. So, yeah, that was something that caught my eye when I was reading it. What else? It also says there's a lack of evidence that it is beneficial in the long term. Maybe they need to do more. What's the word for it? I guess testing and trials and stuff. But I feel if it generally already says that there's some sort of there was already some sort of, what is the word for it, study done already, and it's not really recommended. I feel they shouldn't, from a moral standpoint, it's they shouldn't ask people to be a part of that. But it's always an option, so I can't control what goes on outside of myself, just what goes on in here. um I did also read though that shrooms is something that is good for helping manage it, but when it's done with uh what is it, it just, yeah, it kind of just has to be in a controlled environment, paired with certain type of therapies. I was trying to find the therapy that it was talking about because it was a specific type. um Okay, so when combined with psychotherapy, I don't really fully know what that is, but I'm gonna look into it a little bit. What is it? Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm. Okay. Last night I had a what? That he was in it and he asked, is there really such a wait? Nice watch. Run it. My sister used to play this song when I was like in middle school, so yeah. Okay, so what the psychotherapy helps with is like mental health conditions like depression or anxiety, coping with stressful life events that impact the impact of trauma and the grief of losing a loved one, relationship issues, stress, and difficulties with social skills. CBT is a method that is used, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. Um, I think my emotional regulation group that I go to is something that like is CBT focused. I don't know why am I talking about this right now. Anyways, today, other than that, I guess I was just talking about it because it was just kind of a part of my day and what I was like. I was just reading on it, and it's also like something that came up in the past for myself. So it's just something I felt like I really needed to look into a little bit, especially working in a weed dispensary and like also in New York City, like people are always like trying to hand you shit. And a lot of times people don't really like hearing the word no. When you be like, nah, I'm good, they be like, oh, just do it, just do it, just do it. I was kind of telling my sister, like, I had an experience with her one time where she was trying to pass me the blunt, and I'm telling her, no, like, I'm good. Cause I had quit smoking weed like a few years ago. I started smoking weed again in 2025, but before that, I had quit for like 2 years. And she had like tried to pass me the blunt, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And she was like, "Ah, you a lame nigga, you a lame nigga." It was just a joke, but like that's kind of what goes on in New York City a little bit sometimes. And peer pressure is a motherfucker. Like, don't fall for it, people. Don't don't let nobody tell you you're a lame ass nigga because not doing drugs is also very cool. It's cool that you're okay with being happy and being yourself. You feel content with who you are outside of using any like substance. I believe that's a good thing. So, no judgment to people who do. I am someone who used to always indulge in substances, but mostly like marijuana. But I've done like shrooms and I tried to lean one time. Not really a good drug, at least from my perspective. It's not really something that intrigues me. Like, oh, look at my little water bottle. Hold on. Think good thoughts. What else? Patience, love, peace, kindness. Then we got a Tasia I need, cause I'm a star. But yeah. Um, did I write today? Yes, I did, because I write every day. I did I kind of I did my pages not in the morning time though, like not when I got up. I kind of focused my early parts of the day and making sure I was like I got something to eat before I left out the house. And also cleaning up my space at my mom's house. because I deserve a good, clean space, a safe space. So, gotta curate that. So, I was cleaning up, making sure it looks good, making sure it feels good. So, that can set the tone. Um, what else? I was talking about I was writing. I did write today. So I wrote my pages a little and then I picked up a writing prompt. I found this writing prompt thing on Pinterest, right? And it's like 30 days of poems and then it gives you like a prompt for each day. And I was low key reminiscing yesterday when I went on that date to the MoMA. Like, I enjoyed my time there with myself solo. And then I ran into like the not really ran into, but I saw some of the artwork that I had seen when I went my first time when I was with another person. So I was kind of reminiscing that little memory, that time with that person. And the first prompt was day one, write about a person who changed your life. So I didn't finish the writing prompt and I'm definitely gonna finish it because this is like something that like it just a lot of it's a lot in it. It's a lot of details I would like to add. There's a lot of, points I want to get across and I do want to focus on why I feel like this person changed my perspective a little. Like cuz I feel like our whole entire experience had an impact on, how I was then, how I am now. And I do believe, no, I know that like that experience is like something that I experienced so that I can be better. Like, so, write the writing prompt, write about a person who changed your life. This about to get interesting just because, like, like I said, I didn't even fully finish it, but like when I was sitting and writing it, like, just how I felt writing it was I don't know. I don't know how to like what's the right word for how I felt. I guess nostalgic, even though it wasn't like that long ago, but like, reminiscing and reflecting and realizing how someone did have an impact on my life. So it says, I met someone in the year of 2024. The last time I saw that person in that year, I thought I would probably not have seen them again. In the year of 2025, that person reached out a few times just to talk briefly, mostly about how I was doing. I never paid it too much attention though. Little did I know this person would change my perspective. Later on in 2025, in the summer of 2025 to be exact, this person reached out again, but this time I had a good mindset shift. I was looking to find good things in life and I was hoping the good things would find me and be attracted to me. And for sure, the good things did find me and I found the good in all things. I started to build a connection to this person and I like to think this person built a connection in their mind with me. We talked consistently throughout my days and nights, and for that, I was so grateful. The words and moments I felt seen and heard is such a beautiful thing I got to experience. They gave me a gift I will always cherish. Eventually, they made. Oh, wait, hold on. Eventually. Wait, hold on. Eventually, they made time to see me in person, and I will never forget the look on their face when I walked out my door. the smiles on both of our faces as we walked towards one another to share a big hug. After that day, I did my best to keep up with me and my life, and I found time to include this person to see what our connection was to the both of us. Our time spent was a few short weeks that felt like the longest summer ever, but in the best way possible. Like I mentioned before, I was already in the process of a positive mindset shift, remembering all the things I love about my life, and spending time with this person helped me remember something so important that I have forgotten. They helped me remember how much I love falling and being in love, and how much I love the good energy to be poured back into me. Having someone to help me remember a dream I've always had just by being present with me is such a present gift, a precious gift. This person was not perfect. There was so many moments in between that evoked strong feelings, whether that be happiness, sadness, embarrassment, jealousy. Those brief moments always help me realize more of what I do want and what I do not. Um, that's the end of that. But yeah, that experience I feel like kind of changed my perspective because, like I said, that person was not perfect, and sometimes they did things that I felt like I didn't like. Sometimes they did things that I felt like I did like. So where was I about to go with that? Yeah, so I do feel like that helped me change, not change, or kind of, yeah, change my perspective on, my idea of love, you know, also helping me remember like parts of myself that like really appreciate the love, that type of love. Um why do I feel like it changed me? I feel like it changed me because, not changed me, because ain't nobody could change a real nigga. You feel me? I know who I am, you know. Rooted in love and peace and all that. Like that's me, you know. Rooted in kindness and patience. Love that for me. But I do feel like this had like a good impact on my life because even though all the experiences didn't feel the best, it definitely put things into perspective for me for like what I should look forward to in my next experience. I don't, I was grateful for that moment because like I said, it kind of helped me put things into perspective on like my ideas of love or whatnot. And I know for sure that like I don't want to be like, oh, like you got to change this, that, and the third for me. Like, I know now that like I want someone who realizes that like they want to be better. They want to meet my standards because they love me that much. Um, yeah, I was always doing my best to appreciate this person for who they were. Um, without, like, oh, like you could do this differently, you could do this differently. I was doing my best to just like take in the experience and be grateful for it. And I am so very grateful for it. Uh I did feel sad before that like things didn't work out, but those feelings, they're just temporary, and I do know that things everything happens for a reason, and I just got to keep on knowing that everything happens for a reason and it's for the betterment of me so I can be better, I can choose better, I can do better always. You know. Um yeah. if I'm being honest, like the first time around, I didn't really know that like I wasn't really reflecting on the whole experience while I was in the experience. Like I was actively experiencing this person, and like I said, I was doing my best to just be grateful and not like overthink it or whatnot. But once that connection faded after some time, once it faded, you know, at first I didn't feel like I cared that much. Like, I mean, like I said, I felt sad about it. But like before I realized how much this connection like had an impact on me, I was like still moving in some of my old mindsets, like, shit happens. That's life. We just gotta be okay and move on. For one, that experience helped me realize like sometimes you gotta say shit, bro. Say it, speak it out loud. Like shit don't just happen, nigga. Like, and there's always like, you know, it's okay to, ask questions. Um, what else? I was gonna go somewhere else with that. Like, I was saying how like I didn't realize how much at first the connection had an impact. Oh, what really made me like kind of like start noticing that like our connection was like, I don't know. Okay, yeah, what made me realize our connection was very impactful, not just for me, I feel like, because I don't want to kind of get too much into it. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm, oh shit, my fucking break is over already. Okay, I don't want to feel like, um, I'm talking smack, but like what made me realize was like, it was a whole like little situation where like, it was just a lot going on social media. And I'm like, damn, girl, you gotta like that, referring to myself. And then I guess like it brought up those feelings for me, and it made me realize like, all right, bro, like we did spend this time together. Like I know how I feel about it. Like I do have feelings towards it, and even though I didn't acknowledge it before, like at some point I guess I felt like I needed closure, or maybe I still had hope that like, I don't know. But either way, it was just, I'm gonna come back to this because I gotta go back upstairs. But um I don't really remember exactly what I was talking about. I think I was just I was okay, I remember a little bit. I remember I was like doing my best to explain why I felt like this person changed my perspective. Really, really, like I was saying, just kind of helped me remember certain things, and also like it helped me feel more enlightened to other parts of myself that I may or may not have known existed. I was doing my best to explain why I felt like they changed me, or not changed me. Why this experience changed my perspective, helped me grow. I don't want to repeat myself or anything because honestly, I didn't go back and watch the video and see exactly what I was talking about. But I did write a little more, and I do still feel like there's so much more to write about this experience. Um there's so many things to say about the experience, that you know how it made me feel, how It made me realize things, and it made me appreciate things, and it evoked a lot of feelings. That this connection, that connection, whatever. It evoked a lot of feelings, and yeah, feelings plus experiences equals perception, new perception. So yeah, that's what I feel like happened. Like I just got a new perception on things, on life, and kind of how to move forward. Like I was saying, do better, choose better, for myself, for the world around me. Um, I don't want to make this long, so I'm just kind of gonna say what I wrote, what I added to this writing. Let's see where I left off. Left off saying this person was not perfect. There were so many moments in between that evoked strong feelings, whether that be happiness, sadness, embarrassment, jealousy. Those brief moments always helped me realize more of what I do want and what I do not. From this connection, I learned so much. I grew. I know that I am very empathetic to people's lives and situations. I am very patient and understanding. I'm very compassionate. I have a lot of love in my heart. So much that I got to experience in myself again, even though I've known it's always been there. Like, I've always known I was this kind of person. And I think that being a part of my life experience is what made me feel like in the past very disappointed at people or heartbroken, because I feel like not everybody in my life has um just had that same capacity that I've had for them, and obviously it's because they're not me, and I get that now. Anyway, let's continue. um I also know that I want a person who is, for one, looking for commitment, someone who takes lead, someone who guides me when I'm looking for guidance, someone who takes the initiative, someone who makes me feel special and important, someone who loves my muchness. I like that word, muchness. It's something that I got from Alice in Wonderland. I'm not sure which movie, but I think it was like the Mad Hatter who was like, or Alice, one or the other. They was like kind of talking to one another, just saying that like like just the right person is gonna love all of their muchness, and I like that too. Anyways, continue. um I feel like I should elaborate on that a little bit, just because how sometimes people be like, oh, like you're too much, like, to referring to other people, like, oh, you're too much, like someone is going to love all of that muchness. So yeah, anyways, someone with warm hugs and kisses, someone who holds me and soothes me with their words when my inner world feels sad. I feel like I could have used a better word to describe, what I wanted to like really say. But for now, that's just gonna be like, that's what goes there. Someone who holds me until I fall asleep. Someone who knows me the way I know me. Someone who wants to learn all about me. Someone who wants to understand me. So yeah, that is what I wrote, added on to. That's what I added to that. Um, um, yeah, I do feel like I have so much to say about why this connection makes me feel like it's changed my perception a little. Like I said, for the better, to choose better, to do better, to give myself better. Um, I'm feeling a little sleepy right now because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and the ride home was very, it felt very long and cold because it's pretty chilly outside. But anyways, my writing, yeah, I kind of liked writing that prompt. I don't know why. I I hope to be able to like kind of write about like myself like that. Like I feel like I wrote so much for that writing prompt, and like I feel like sometimes when I'm writing about myself, sometimes I don't really go into too much detail. Even though like the ending was literally about me and myself. Well, I guess this whole thing was about myself. It's about my changed perception, right? But I feel like it includes someone else, so like how much of it is actually about me? I don't know. The whole thing, I guess so. Yeah, I really just wanted to, because like I was saying before, like I was just reminiscing, feeling nostalgic when I went on that solo date yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, since it's a few days later now. But I really, really just, I loved that connection. I love it. I'm gonna say that I love it because I love all my connections, past, present, and future, because those connections, those experiences, they make it easy for me to know who I want to be. Like, I was writing to myself the other day. I think I read it on damn, I can't even find it, and I'm not even gonna lie, it slipped my mind what I was looking for. Like, something very specific. Okay, I was looking for this this specific sentence. It says, I know that I must remember who I am before, during, and after all of my life experiences. So I do that. I always remember love. With love, patience, kindness, and grace in my heart, and with a little bit of time, things will get better. I think I did read this in a video, earlier video. So yeah, this is gonna be one long YouTube video. Somebody gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. So, anyways, um, yeah, I really, I really like this prompt. I'm gonna do my best to like, because I feel like this prompt is kind of sort of about somebody else, even though a lot of it is about me and like my changed perception and whatnot. I am gonna do my best to find writing prompts that have to do solely with me and like focus on writing about me and write just as much about me as I felt like I wrote about this connection. I really want to prioritize and care for myself, give myself, that love, that patience, that kindness, that compassion, like that grace, all of that, like that time, because I deserve that time and that space to be adored and admired. And if not by me, then who? Um, yeah, so I just really want to be able to like write about myself in detail in such a beautiful way and be grateful for it. Like, sometimes I feel like I can be overly self critical at times. And I don't want to keep doing that to myself when it comes to my situations, because that same, empathy and compassion and patience that I have for others, I really, really want to give to myself, because I really I deserve that. I do. I'm sure that there are people who have given that to me. And I hope I can remember those experiences where people have given me that empathy and compassion. But for now, because I don't remember it in the moment, I have to make new memories and give myself that. So, did I read today? I don't think I really read today the book, but I did write. So, I was like writing while I was at the register today and drawing. This is kind of like what I got going on. Yeah, this is what I got going on here. I was just chilling at the register and just for like the last 3 hours of work, we didn't really have anybody come in. So, but we made some good sales. I can't really talk about it, but we made some good ass sales. So, me and Angel, he's like the sales lead, and it was just me and him closing. We did a good job. We did a great job. Yeah. So, um I'm gonna do my best to get some rest right now. Like I said, it's pretty late, so and I gotta go to work in the morning. Well, not in the morning, in the afternoon actually. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get as much rest as possible. Probably not gonna get up until like noon. By that time, I'm gonna have to be getting ready so I can head out. But I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I'm wearing, and so that'll be like getting ready will be easy. Gotta make sure I get something to eat as well. If I get out of here early enough, like the time that I want to, which I'm most likely gonna do because sometimes the buses be coming early or getting held up. Who knows? So I gotta make sure that I am there, even if I get to work early, which I usually do. I usually get there mad early. And I just kind of hang out in Dunkin' Donuts sometimes because I feel like if I walk into work an hour early, they're gonna expect me to work an hour early. And do they really want to pay me for that extra hour? Sometimes jobs be mad iffy, like, oh, like, but I'm sure if I asked to start early, they would let me. I think I just like having my time to write to myself. Also, I hang out in Dunkin' Donuts because the break room at my job is cold. It's in the basement. There's no heat in the basement. There's no hot water to even wash your hands. So there's that. So I just hang out at the Dunkin' Donuts because it's warm there. It's warm upstairs at my job, but like I don't want to be standing on the sales floor, just standing there just to get warm, waiting a whole hour. Um, I still got to take time to upload this video, so I'm definitely about to get some rest. So thanks for listening, and good night. Sweet dreams.